What's going on, everyone? CMShortboy here, and welcome to Tuesday's video. And oh my goodness, we have so much to talk about today. E3 has been lit! Not gonna lie, I've only really watched bits and pieces of E3 so far, but you know, I've been busy. But I did get a pretty solid look at the UBISOFT conference today, and oh my goodness. But I have read articles, I have seen past broadcasts, and I am here to tell you guys, I am here to recap what has gone down in E3 so far, according to Microsoft, Xbox, PlayStation, Ubisoft. Oh my goodness, boys. Bethesda, EA, let's go, fam. I'm not saying everything we've seen is great, but where do I even start? Oh my goodness. Okay, first of all, E3 technically starts today when you're watching the video. The past 2 days have been day -1 and day 0. Today is the official day 1 of E3. Like, what? First off, I want to talk to you guys about the game Days Gone that was announced at E3. My opinion on this is that I feel like it's kind of a copy of Fallout, but at the same time it has like a quote-unquote avenging love story to it, if you know what I mean. So Days Gone, I feel like it's gonna get some, hate from the Fallout community, but at the same time, the storyline is a lot different than Fallout, so we can look forward to a different storyline. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. The next game we have announced at E3 is The Last Guardian, and, the trailer didn't really, enhance the mood, if you know what I mean. It didn't really give off that much, but at the same time, it gives you that vibe that there's gonna be a really deep story with the little boy and stuff like that, and I feel like a lot of RPG players are gonna hop all over this game. And fun fact, this actually comes out this October, so just a couple months away, so look forward to that. The next game we have is God of War, and I don't really know how I feel about this. It's kind of like a free roam world, Viking type game, and I'm not gonna lie, for some reason I kept thinking of Mortal Kombat when I was watching this a gameplay trailer, so I don't really know what to expect from this. The storyline is a little slow in my opinion, so I guess we'll see what this brings to the table in the future. Taking a little break from announced games, Microsoft introduced the debut of the Xbox One S, and I'm pretty sure the S stands for slim, because the new Xbox looks like a slim, you know what I mean? It has 2 terabytes of memory, and by memory I mean storage, and I was not expecting that. Okay. In regards to Xbox, Microsoft also announced a Play Anywhere cross-buy service. So in other words, if an Xbox game has a Play Anywhere icon on it, that means you can play it on your PC as well. So it's, I don't know if considered cross-platform, like cross-playing platform with people, but it's pretty much saying that if you buy an Xbox game, as long as it's on PC, you can play it on your PC. So it's kind of like buying 2 games for the price of 1, if that makes sense. Our next topic also comes from Microsoft, is that the Xbox One is getting a new controller. And Xbox is pretty much allowing users to design, customize, and get shipped to their house a customized controller. And when I first started watching this trailer, I'm like, are they gonna really go in competition against Scuff Gaming and stuff like that? Actually, they're not. These Xbox designed controllers by the customer is, it's really just changing the colors of the buttons, the case, the joysticks and stuff like that. There's no different accessories or anything. It's pretty much only changing the color of your Xbox controller. It's a pretty cool idea, but in my opinion, I don't really feel people are gonna, buy them. In my opinion, the only reason why people buy different controllers than the originals is to have better performance, and that's what Scuff Gaming was invented for. Our next announcement is that Just Dance is coming to Nintendo NX and nearly everywhere else next year. And the cool part about this is that it's coming for PC. I don't think it's been on PC before or Nintendo. So that's pretty interesting. And wait, what's a Nintendo NX? When was Nintendo's conference? I just looked up what a Nintendo NX is, and it's a new Nintendo console? Like, pretty much a new Wii? Like, what? Let me tell you, E3 has been filled with open world RPGs. Oh my goodness. We have Dawn of War 3, so that's pretty interesting, continuing the series there. It kind of looks like World of Warcraft meets Fallout, so I found that kind of interesting. There's also Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, so continuing that series. It kind of looks like Clash of Clans meets PC, so that's pretty cool. And then we have some sort of vampire RPG, so that's pretty interesting as well. Now, this game kind of recently got hit on Twitch a lot, especially when big names started randomly playing. It's called Super Hot, and it got announced for VR, and the trailer looks pretty interesting. You can use fists, stuff like that. You can use guns in VR and everything like that. So hype for that. So pretty much picture what VR was, yesterday, and picture it with an HTC VR system. Awesome. Microsoft also announced the Halo Wars 2 beta, so make sure you guys go hop on that. This next game is from Xbox, and it's called Scalebound, and giant enemy crabs, and biggest boss ever, and what? It looks like Harvester off the Nintendo 64 on absolute steroids, okay. Again, with continuing really popular series, we have the announcement of Dead Rising 4, Final Fantasy 15. It's like, when are they gonna stop? I mean, they have a really huge fan base, so I don't think ever, but they're on Final Fantasy 15 now, and we also have Gears of War 4, so hype for those series. I'm surprised I didn't hear about this earlier, but apparently Minecraft is getting cross-platform between consoles, PC, and mobile. I found this very interesting. I think this only works through Minecraft Realms, but still, that is really awesome. Oh my goodness, there's so much news from E3 already. Man, E3 is all about continuing series and everything. We have The Witcher 3 coming to Xbox One, PS4, and PC. We also have Tekken 7, which is Street Fighter. We also have Forza Horizon 3 going to Australia. Like, what? State of Decay 2 confirmed? Oh my goodness. Ubisoft absolutely had, in my opinion, the best conference so far at E3. They have announced Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands for all platforms coming March 7th of 2017. Absolute hype for that. They have also announced South Park The Fractured Butthole. But yeah, that looks pretty funny. And Ubisoft also announced an expansion for Tom Clancy's The Division. The expansion, the DLC, is called Survival, and they had a teaser for it. So for all you guys who got really hyped about The Division and still play it and everything, look forward to playing it again if you stop, because you got a pretty tasty teaser coming your way about some DLC called Survival. Looking at this Recore trailer, it's kind of interesting. It kind of feels like Space Engineers meets Fear Factor, so that's pretty interesting. It's kind of like the style of Space Engineers, but like a bunch of obstacles and stuff, so that's pretty interesting. Sea of Thieves also got a gameplay trailer. Gears of War joins Killer Instinct. And now, boys, we get into the juicy stuff. This is where Ubisoft totally owned E3. There's one thing that really stuck out with E3 so far is that, like, VR is totally taking over, especially starting in 2017. Oh my goodness. Well, so far, Oculus promises 30 VR games for its touch controllers. I don't know about you, but VR games are not easy to make. You can just tell by kind of how choppy they are off of first glances and stuff like that. And Oculus promises 30 VR games within the next, like, year. That's pretty insane. I wish them good luck, but oh my goodness, they have work to do. Ubisoft has also announced Trials of the Blood Dragon, so we got another Trials game. We also have For Honor, which is a game by Ubisoft, another RPG. Okay, and this is huge. It's not the last topic we have when it comes to Ubisoft, but oh my goodness, they have released an Assassin's Creed movie trailer. And when I mean movie, I mean like in theaters, like in like, yes. I'm not gonna lie, it's slightly awkward seeing a video game go on the big screen, but this trailer looks pretty decently promising in my opinion when it comes to a movie, you know what I mean? The trailer looks pretty, it looks really professional, I can say that. There are a couple things that are a bit shaky, but I got a big feeling that the gaming community is going to have a decent say when it comes to writers in this movie. Another thing that Ubisoft announced was a game called Steep, and this is actually like a snowboarding game. It looks fun, but in my opinion, I think they took the wrong route with this game. I feel like this game should have been released in VR. Just search up Steep trailer E3 or something like that, and you will know exactly what I mean. It's just that type of cinematics and stuff like that. It's meant for VR, and I'm actually shocked they did not debut this game in VR. Speaking of movies and games getting in on the big screen, Watch Dogs is also becoming a movie, and The Division is actually in a fan-made movie about his experiences in the actual game. So I find that pretty awesome how these are, I don't know if Watch Dogs and The Division are going to be on like the big screen like Assassin's Creed, but still, short films based off of characters or player experience is pretty awesome. Back to DLC and stuff like that, Killing Floor 2 is getting another content pack called, it's either called Bullseye or Incursion, I believe it's called, but either way, I don't know what it's called, but it's 100% a DLC pack, so hype for that. And speaking of blood and guts, Friday the 13th gets a gameplay trailer officially at E3, so make sure you guys go check that out as well. We also have Dishonored 2 gameplay from Bethesda. Elder Scrolls Online has 7 million players and is removing level restrictions. Hype for that. We also have Fallout 4 players will soon explore a Nuka world, post-apocalyptic theme park. So that's going to be pretty interesting. We also have the Elder Scrolls 5. What? They're calling it Legends, I would assume, based on what I'm reading. We have Quake Champions. We have more Battlefield 1 gameplay. We have Mass Effect Andromeda. I feel a lot of people are going to hop on that. We also have Star Wars, A Look Ahead, another Star Wars game. And oh my goodness, boys, Titanfall 2. I don't know what you guys feel about this, but in my opinion, I'm shocked they made a Titanfall 2 because there was so much hype for Titanfall 1, and then literally the fan base went from hype to dead flatline 0. So I am absolutely shocked that there is Titanfall 2 coming from EA. We also have the announcement of Injustice 2. We have a DLC map for Rocket League. We have 7 Days to Die launch trailer. We have more Destiny DLC. We have Lego Dimensions. And oh my goodness, we got Watch Dogs 2. We got Deus Ex. We got How We Soar. We got Waylord Sky. We got XCOM 2. Oh my god. We have Horizon Zero Dawn, Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. We have Yooka-Laylee. We have Telltale's Batman, Square Enix, Saga. Oh my goodness. We have Persona 5, Sonic Boom, Titanfall again. Oh my goodness. We have Destiny, the Iron Banner DLC. Oh, everything, boys. Everything. I just have one thing to say, and I have to say that E3 is absolutely lit and filled with so many different things this year. It is ridiculous. In my opinion, it's the best E3 so far. A ton of new names, new IPs, a ton of DLC packs, a ton of expansions, a ton of continued series. Oh my goodness, it's like, are they ever gonna stop? It's like, what is the whole next 3 days gonna consist of? Like, is there more? I promise, if there is more, my head will explode. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and sub, and I will see you guys tomorrow in another video. Make sure you guys head over to Twitch, watch some E3, and I will be active on Twitter pretty much all day, as long as I'm watching conferences. So, hype for that. If you guys want to interact with me about it, hear my opinions and everything, just go at CMShortboy on Twitter, and we will definitely be talking about it on there. If not, you can get all my opinions here in another video, and until then, peace. Adios.